districts, or you have these areas that you have to liberate throughout the game. And to me, this just looks like a bunch of busy work. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 probably down there areas to liberate. And it looks like, because there's this little hash mark right there that's gone, that doesn't complete the full circle, it looks like this is just the start of the first area, of the first zone that you're in. And I hope that it's not like Mafia 3 in the sense that you're just liberating area after area after area after area after area over and over and over again, because the gameplay will be very repetitive.
Welcome back to Hot Take Tuesday. I am your host, the indomitable, the unshakable, the unfathomable 24, as always and forevermore. Today we're going to be talking about Ghost Recon Wildlands, that video that you saw of me. Yes, it was an old video, okay? It was 2 years ago. Everything wasn't as it is today. My perspective has changed, but trust me, my vibe is starting to circulate. My vibe is starting to percolate. I can see it in you. You want more? I'm gonna give you more. Here it is, right? Badlands was announced a couple of weeks ago. Everyone is like, yes, this is what we wanted. Now you get to blouse your boots. Blouse your boots. You get to blouse your boots. And all of that good stuff. Everyone was excited about the Ghost Recon Badlands video. You know what I saw? I saw disappointment. I saw something that brought not tears, not shame, not anger to me, but something that a little bit irked me. And I just said, you know what? It's not gonna get better. It's only going to get worse. It's only going to go downhill from here, because what I saw was not improvement, was not a significant change, not something original or good, but something that we expect from Ubisoft, because Ubisoft is Ubisoft. You know, the gameplay that you're watching right now, it's Metal Gear Solid 5, obviously. I put it there for a reason, because I wanted to talk about the military tactical aspects in Metal Gear Solid 5. And there's a lot of good stuff in Metal Gear Solid 5, trust me. There's some bad, there's always bad, but there's some really, really good stuff in Metal Gear Solid 5. For starters, there's a difference in classes, right? There's a difference in characters within the game that you can use in the game. Snake is his own guy. Snake is Snake. You're not gonna find another character like Snake within the game, right? But D-Dog and Quiet are their own characters as well. And if you use one or the other, you're going to have a specific playstyle that you're going to have to now adhere to, because their playstyle is very, very specific. D-Dog is all about that infiltration. He's all about getting up close and personal, because he's a dog, and he's a hybrid dog. I think he's like a hybrid between a wolf and a dog. He can smell enemies. He has heightened senses. He can hear. He can do all of this amazing stuff. He can also use a knife to kill somebody. I don't know how he does it. I don't know what they trained him. I don't know what kind of medicine, I don't know what type of classes he was taking in dog killing school, but he is a very, very effective killer. By one person. He can only attack one person at a time. Meanwhile, you have Quiet, probably the best companion in the game. She's ultra quiet, she's ultra sensitive. She has the ability to become a long-range tactical assassin. She can also renegotiate the train like no one else in the game. She has the cyber augmentation, the genetics that allow her to jump like she's Superman and move around the map incredibly fast. She can take these really, really unique positions as a sniper, and boy, can she hit some shots. Their play styles affect how you play the game now, but also there's some originality with Metal Gear Solid 5. You have that tactical helicopter that you get to customize. There's nothing like riding up on a golden helicopter about to exfiltrate an environment while Take On Me is being played in the background. There's nothing like it, and you can only find it in Metal Gear Solid 5. You can only find it there. But with Metal Gear Solid 5, with that originality, listen, I'm not expecting you to be able to do the same things that you can do in Metal Gear Solid 5 and Ghost Recon Badlands. I'm just expecting something a little bit rooted within the series, within that universe, right? Why aren't you a Ghost Recon Future soldier? Why aren't you a guy with gear that's equipped from DARPA, right? You're apparently a part of a government organization. I forgot what, the CIA, the FBI. You're not a part of a military organization, even though you were military trained. Apparently, I don't know the story. But you have all of this training, why don't you have a gun that no one has ever seen or will ever see, because the people who see it are signed to secrecy, or they're just not breathing anymore. They're just not alive anymore. Why don't you have a weapon like that within the game? Why don't you have that future soldier look? I said it 2 years ago in that video of Ghost Recon Wildlands that Nomad looks like a muscular hobo, right? He looks like an average Joe. I get it, that's somewhat the point, but why can't there be an option for him to be uniformed? Why can't he be a part of something? You know, maybe not with the badges and, you know, the company or the platoon or the battalion identification, but why not have something, some type of uniform, some type of AC, something on him, so that way he doesn't look like that anymore. He doesn't look normal. I want him to look special because he's a part of the special operations, or he used to be a part of the special operations. Why doesn't he look something like a future soldier? And apparently in the universe, you kill the Predator. You kill the Predator. Why isn't DARPA examining his body, his armor, his weapons, and then reverse engineering that body, that armor, those weapons, and giving the weapons back to you? Why aren't they doing that? Why aren't they doing that? Maybe they are. I don't know. The game isn't out yet. We've only seen very, very little stuff. I'm kind of unsatisfied with what I'm seeing, but that's a good thing, because maybe they have some of those elements within the game. Hopefully they do, but if they don't, I cannot take this anymore. I cannot take the Ghost Recon series being what it is. I loved Future Soldier. I loved what it was. I loved the gameplay. I loved the look. I mean, look at what's going on in Future Soldier. There's very, very little of that there in Wildlands. I know there's Ghost Recon Future Soldier DLC within Ghost Recon Wildlands for the people who are going to say that there was Ghost Recon Future Soldier DLC in Ghost Recon Wildlands. I know there is gameplay in that game, but what I'm saying is, why aren't you a Ghost Recon Soldier for the entirety of the game? You operate like that. Maybe you operate with some Predator gear, so that way you can, you don't even have a grappling hook as far as I know. You don't have special gear. Why aren't you like James Bond and have special, unique gear, like a special bike or a car or a vehicle? You know, something to differentiate yourself from, your special operations. What makes you special? Is it the training? Is it the weapons? Is it the gear? Is it the companions? Is it the organization that you're working with? Because you look like a normal dude. Meanwhile, you take Solid Snake, right? You can tell he's a special guy. He has a horn, a metallic horn, sticking out of his head. He has scars all over his body. He has an eye patch. He has a robotic arm. You can tell this guy is a very, very, very important person. You can't really tell that with Nomad in your character. That's what I want to see. I want to be able to be someone who's important to not only the government, to the military, but also to America. I want to be someone, I want to be a difference maker. Snake, Quiet, D-Dog, they're difference makers. Here in the game, you feel like you can make a difference, but you're not necessarily that lone wolf, that difference maker that Snake and Quiet and D-Dog can all make within their own universes, within their own perspectives. But that is my own perspective. That's my take on Badlands currently. It needs something. It needs something to spice it up a little bit. But that's it. That's been it for Hot Take Tuesday. I hope you've enjoyed this current installment. Sorry if you can hear my AC. I know it's blowing hard. It's hot as hell in here. But I will be coming out with some more videos. I want to do a video about Death Stranding. I want to do a video about the new Call of Duty. You thought I didn't see all that stuff? You thought I didn't see all of that information? But I'm like a chameleon. I got eyes on the side of my head. I got a lot of stuff coming for you. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Until the next video, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.